Hey, so um, if you've ever read comic books, there's this thing called in Marvel Comics. There's this thing called Infinity Gems, right? And one of those things are basically things that control all of reality, all of everything, right? There's like power, time, space, and so whoever controls them can basically have infinite power, infinite ability to control space, and blah blah blah, right? So then there's this one gem called the reality gem, which is something that where you can you can change reality. You can turn ice into fire and steel into a baby or whatever, you know. Um, and it makes me think about how reality is basically um, malleable. Like the more I the more I live, the longer I live, the more wisdom I gather. I realize that reality is malleable. Reality is malleable in that it really depends on what it is that you want. Um, you everything There has been lots of studies shown. There have been lots of research shown that in quantum physics, there's the observer effect, such that if something there's a particle, if there's a particle, and you observe it, then it changes and if you don't observe it, then it's something else. So you take that into account. I mean, contrast to classical physics, which says that an atom is an atom, a block of wood is a block of wood, right? But in quantum physics, it says no, actually, that we, as we observe it, as our consciousness observes it, then that is what is real. That makes it what it is, somehow. And there have been a bunch of blogs and scientists who have been reporting similar findings recently. But in my personal experience, it has been true in that, um, as I said before, the people who uh, I've said this before. I don't know if I said it in the video, but luck. God helps those who help themselves, right? And um, luck goes to the brave or something like that. And these are all instances of just willpower overcoming reality, willpower uh, willpower creating the reality. And now that's not just say like, oh, just because a person really believes that they'll be able to fly or whatever. But um, I think there's a line between fanaticism of just like, oh, I'm crazy and I'm just gonna run into a wall, um, and persistence and insisting, having a dream of some sort, having a vision, and enforcing and trying to really make it reality, make it a reality. Like for example, um, if a person is handicapped, confined to a wheelchair, they have a choice of just accepting that that's it, I'm going to be in a wheelchair, or they have a choice of being like, okay, well, I still got two arms, and I want to fly, for example. So they might, for example, become a pilot, or they might build something, some vehicle, whatever, changing their reality using through willpower, right? And things that previously were thought impossible, like I forgot, there was this guy who I think he's got like, basically he's got no limbs, like he's got uh, two two stubby legs and two stubby arms, and he kind of uses his neck to hold a baseball bat as he swings it, and he can swim and he does all this stuff. And he's got lots of books that are about like, oh, impossible is nothing, you can do everything and dream, blah blah blah. he's a living example of basically everything I just said. I don't recall his name, and I'm a dick. But the point is that his willpower overcame the reality of his physical limitations. Hell, he's done tons of shit that me with 4 arms, four limbs have not done at all. I can't even swim. And so I encourage anyone who's out there, if there's something that you want, it's a matter of wanting it badly enough. And wanting it badly enough comes from really trying stuff, trying a lot of different things and getting a feel for it. Failure is inevitable, but that also comes, along with failure also comes experience, and from the experience we all find out what it is that we really want and what kind of reality that we want to shape around us. So this is I forget what day it is anymore, but hope this video has been helpful, and leaving some comments, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.